Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 230. I'm Joe.
I'm Kira.
Kira, how the heck are you?
I'm in pain, but I'm great.
Sliced and diced. Kira cut herself, not on purpose, not emotionally. What the fuck did you do?
I got drunk and I fell
Enough
down.
said.
I fell downstairs.
I fell down.
I fell down and drinking. But yeah, I'm chilling. I'm good. My hands are all messed up and my knee is messed
Well,
up.
can the camera pick up your hands? Oh yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's just like
And that's heel.
It's like at the
I don't
no,
know
go,
how
just
to-
said right at the ring light. It's like your hands are so white and you can just see where
Yeah, it's fucked up. I bet I could pick up my knee really easy.
Oh
Yeah, that's a good one.
So you were in London.
I was in London.
Yeah.
Well, technically the outskirts, the slums
of
the
London.
slums of London.
Slumden.
Slummed.
And you were running. You were drunk.
I was not running.
You were
I never run.
walking quick. Yeah.
I was drunk.
That's right. If somebody's running, if you're running, we should also
Yeah,
run. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So there are these like lots of stairs in featuring Dr. Pepper. There's lots of stairs in London or wherever I was.
Fun
And
fact, there's lots of
lots of
stairs
stairs.
everywhere.
well, at least at the campus, like there's a million sets of stairs for no freaking reason. Like just put a hill there and we're fine.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of like small sets of stairs, and then they have like this ramp next to it, and it's like for rolling suitcases and like just rolling stuff around instead of having to like carry it up multiple flights of stairs. So I thought it was really fun to run down them, and it was okay for like the small sets of stairs. And then we get to this big set of stairs, and I'm drunk, and I'm like,
So
man,
you ran down them.
yeah.
So you did run.
Well, like quickly walk down them because it was like easy to run down technically.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess I was running, but it took no effort. So,
It was a simple run.
simple run. So I decided to be really smart to run down the long one because it was a good idea.
Because.
And so I could not slow down because I was drunk and my knees buckled at the end.
That's what the drivers say too when they hit families and kill them. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
I did not get behind the wheel while I was drunk. No.
I was drunk. I couldn't slow down.
But yeah, so my knees buckled out from underneath me and I flew forward into the concrete and I busted up my hand. And my knees.
So when you had texted me, right? So let me give you guys the context from
Oh,
mine,
God.
right?
I
So
don't remember.
the only communication I had with Kira that day was Snapchats from her on a flight.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I came from Vienna that morning.
Yeah.
Like we flew from Vienna to London.
So yeah, so
then
you were
back.
on an airplane. That was the only communication I had. And beyond that, we were talking about her uploading the clip
Mhm.
from Tessa's episode of the podcast.
Correct.
And so we were talking about her uploading the clip, and she was on a flight. And then the very next text, which is like hours and hours and hours later, was I said, "Did you upload it?" And she goes, "No." One text. Next text, I fell. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, did she fall out of the fucking sky? Because there's a very real possibility of that. You know, planes are dropping out of the sky left, right, and goddamn center. So God only knows. So I was like, what the actual fuck does any of this mean? I was like genuinely concerned. And then Alexis calls on your phone, I think. And I answer it, and it's Alexis. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on now? And then I hear you in the background, like whimpering, but your whimpering sounded like you were like in severe, severe pain. Like you had like broken something.
It's
And
a lot of pain.
yeah, but like it sounded like far worse than what you've done to yourself.
I had gashes in my hand that were probably like
It sounded like you lost a limb.
I did.
So I was like, okay, what the actual fuck's going on? And then I could tell by Alexis' face that it wasn't that serious. So I was like, okay, let me calm down.
Yeah.
Because I don't give that much of a fuck about you.
Yeah.
I just need this podcast to keep on going.
No.
But so I was like, what the fuck happened? And it just goes over to your drunk ass. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. So now I'm trying to walk Alexis through uploading the clip from Tessa's episode of the podcast.
She didn't end up doing it. I thought that she did.
She did it on TikTok.
No, she didn't. I did that.
And then neither of you did it on Instagram.
I was going to, and then you posted it
Yeah,
immediately
because you were
after.
taking 20 fucking years.
Sorry.
Anyways, so
So sorry.
I like when you texted I fell, I was like, it must be out of
I don't remember.
you survived a plane crash and you're the only one on your flight that did it. And I was like, Jesus Christ, this is gonna be a story for the ages. And little did I know you just ran down a flight of stairs drunkenly.
Yeah. I actually don't remember anything after falling. I do remember like bits and pieces because like I feel like what as one does, you remember bits
Yeah,
and
that comes and
pieces
goes.
of stuff. But I remember falling and then I like rolled over and like laid on my back and I just kind of like looked at my hands and
It's like,
like yeah, exactly like that. I was like, oh. And so then I like sat up and then I like was sitting in a weird
in
position
a
where I was
pool
like
of blood.
looking at my hands and my knee. And then I looked at Alexis and I said, you know, I think I'll be fine. Let's just keep going to the lake because we were heading to a lake. And she goes, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. Let's go. So then I get up and then like blood starts rushing out of my leg. And she goes, okay, we need some paper towels here. So we ended up like going back up to her dorm. And um I yeah, the rest has just kind of been told to me.
Yeah.
I remember Joe on the phone cussing me out,
I
saying
did
that
not cuss
you
you out.
did. You said you're such a fucking idiot,
I
Kira.
said you sound like a fucking moron. I did not say you are a fucking idiot. I said you sound like a fucking because you sounded fucking stupid.
Because I don't know what was happening. And
Yeah.
then Alexis was concerned that I was gonna hate her in the next morning because she was bandaging me, and she was like, "This is gonna hurt so bad the next morning," and I was like, "I'm not gonna hate you." Oh, and then I threw up after because I threw up at the side of my own. I think you hung up. I think it was because we were talking about the clip. It was about Bergushi.
Yeah.
And that just the thought of that was sickening to me. I didn't even have the alcohol that would for me to throw up. I had like a full bottle of wine and a shot.
You
At
just
half a
admitted to
shot.
being blacked out.
Yeah. But I think it was literally just like the whatever adrenaline like made me just like shut down because I was in so much pain. Like I was not
You
that drunk
drunkenly ran down a flight of stairs, and then the second you started falling, you don't remember anything.
after I fell.
Okay, the second you fell, you don't remember anything. You were hammered.
Off a bottle of wine?
Sorry, you're a lightweight.
Yeah, true. Anyways, yeah, I guess that was it. I threw up and then I passed out, as one does.
Yeah.
And now I am in pain at all times.
Your hand still hurt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
They're probably like the cuts don't hurt. I imagine the bruise.
It's the bruise of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the scabs also hurt because it feels like my skin is so tight right there.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I could like pull my hands apart and rip it.
Excuse me.
So
Well,
yeah,
that doesn't sound fun. I'm sorry.
it is what it is.
Glad you survived your fall.
It's a pretty yeah, my plane crash. That's my story now. I actually fell out of a plane.
Yeah, and be like, and this is the only thing that
the
happened
only
to me.
thing that happened.
Got a couple scrapes and bruises.
There's one
Other than that, I
right
walked
now, too.
away. As the plane blew up behind you, you just walked away nearly unscathed.
Yeah. Which is pretty nice.
That's pretty impressive, yeah.
But yeah, how the heck are you?
I've been better, but we don't need to get into it.
Okay.
We'll save the sad details of my life for not a podcast.
Okay. Deal.
But there is something I do want to talk about. I saw a clip, and this actually can relate it to flying. I saw a clip on TikTok of this debate going on. If you were going to the airport with somebody,
Yeah.
do you have pre-check?
I do now. Yeah.
Okay.
But I used to not.
Okay.
As of recently.
Let's say you have pre-check, the person you're traveling with does not, or vice versa. The person you're traveling with has pre-check and you do not. Would you expect that person to wait with you
No.
you want them to go through pre-check, or you would go through pre-check and leave the other person behind? Like, let's say we're traveling together. You and I are going on a fucking podcast trip, right? Going on a big business trip.
Business.
I don't have pre-check.
Okay.
Would you go through pre-check
I
without me?
personally would wait for you.
You would stand in the regular ass security line.
I guess.
I would leave your ass in the dust.
Okay, if we're both like,
I wouldn't expect anybody to stick around with me.
I would tell somebody to go for sure.
So you don't need somebody to wait. Like, let's say you're
Like,
going on a trip
I
with your boyfriend,
might,
who doesn't exist.
yeah, I don't have a boyfriend. Thank you. Thank you again.
Anyways, sorry. So let's say you're going on a trip with your boyfriend
Mhm,
and he has pre-check, you don't.
mhm.
Would you want him to wait with you?
As a significant other, I would say yes. But like anything else, I'm like, yeah, go. Like my parents had,
You're like, please go.
hey, yeah, like it's okay. Like my parents have pre-check and they would ditch me all the time
Really?
while I would wait in the
See,
regular
like for
line.
me, like I wouldn't need my girlfriend to wait with me. Like if she had pre-check and I do not, like go. I'm fine. I'll stand in line as long as I know I'm gonna have enough time to get on the plane.
But
Like I'm
I think
golden.
the thing is just like you absolutely can go and I won't be upset. But what are you gonna do once you're past security? Just wait.
Food runner.
Oh, okay.
You
well,
want you want
if
you
we're doing
want
something
fucking Starbucks
after,
and the line's 1,000 miles long at MCO? We're getting in line for Starbucks. I
okay.
probably wouldn't get in line if I'm being honest. Like
Yeah,
let's just
that
go back
line's
to let's go back to
horrible.
you and I are traveling together. If you texted me after I got through pre-check and you were like, "Can you get Starbucks while I'm in this 45-minute line?" I'd be like, "Go fuck yourself.
You'd be like,
Enjoy your
no.
wait, you idiot." Um, but like no, you got somebody to get your food. You get some good seats in the waiting area for your
No,
for
that's
in your boarding
fair.
area. So like it can be beneficial to have somebody.
Yeah, I think it's just my parents would just wait for me after, so I'm like,
They would just sit there and stand or like
yeah,
stand
they
there and
just
wait.
stand at the end.
Nah, I'm going in.
But like pre-check, you don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to take anything out of your bag. You don't have to do anything basically. You just set it on the thing and it goes through and then you walk through and you're all set.
Sometimes regular security, it's the same way.
Sometimes.
Very,
It's not
it's
all the
it's
time.
rare, yeah, but
I think it's
sometimes you just
if it's backed up like that, then they're like, whatever.
they're like,
just
keep your fucking shit
keep it
on,
going.
keep the bomb shoved up your ass, we'll get it later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Love
That's
that.
no, I would if I had pre-check and the person I was traveling with did not, I would 100% go. And I would expect that they would do the same if the roles were reversed.
If somebody like asked me to stay though, I would stay with them. Like if it was that important to them for them to ask me to stay with them, I'd be like, yeah, sure.
I don't know.
You ditch, you'd still be like, peace out.
Yeah,
No.
because like if I have the convenience of going through a line faster, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna stick around in the short line. Or in the long line, sorry. It's
Even if somebody was like, oh, I'm really nervous about this. Like, I don't want to do this by myself. Will you please go with me? Like if it was just like a anxiety type thing, not like a, oh, like I just don't want to do this by myself. Like they were nervous about it. Would you still
yeah,
bitch?
I don't know. It's tough because I'm not in the situation.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Like I want to think I'm not that much of an asshole, but I also know that like the convenience of just getting through a line fast is so nice.
Yeah, correct.
Like I'd be like, you're gonna be fine. Suck it up.
I think you'd say that if it was me, but if it was somebody
100% would say that if it was, oh my God, if you were like,
Somebody else
if you
that I-
started like crying in the airport and you're like, can you please just wait in line? I get really anxious in the airport. I'd be like, no.
No,
I'd
you
be like, go
don't.
fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you'll be fine. I'll be waiting on the other side with a venti fucking whatever the fuck.
I'm not that bougie whenever it comes to
Just get a
Starbucks.
grande.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know why I only get a grande? Because that's when you're like at like a little Starbucks, like the one in the airport, that's
Mhm.
the only size they have listed. You can get the other ones if you know them.
If you know what it's called, you don't know a venti or a tall.
No.
It's very
Why do they
easy.
use tall when all the other ones are different
It's
word
tall,
languages?
grande, and then venti.
Isn't there another one?
Trenti or something. Trenti. I don't know how to say it.
I just
That
don't.
one's not on the menu ever.
I can never remember those.
Wow.
And so they always say grande, which I guess is medium.
Yeah.
Every menu says that without a doubt because that's like their base price, right? Like,
Yeah.
and so I just like they're like, what size? I'm like, God, it's fine.
Grande, thank you.
No matter how much more I want, that's what I will always order. I get the same thing. I don't go to Starbucks because I don't like it, but I get the
Wait,
what?
do you get a refresher?
Yeah, because I don't like
Course you
their
fucking
because their
do.
coffee's dog shit.
No, their coffee's good. You know whose coffee is dog
Where do you get
shit?
it? Cold brew?
No.
Dunkin's coffee is dog shit.
Dunkin' is dog shit.
shit. You
I
get
do not get a cold brew.
you get an iced coffee.
I normally, yeah.
You're basic. Anyways, I get a
Yes.
strawberry
Strawberry acai
Yeah.
refresher
strawberry
with
acai
lemonade.
with lemonade.
Yeah,
No
no
ice.
ice.
Yeah. And they go, "Do you want the strawberries?" I go, "Oh, please."
The
I
stra-
love the strawberry bits in there
Oh,
that
I
are
don't get
that are
the fruit.
definitely like freeze dried for months on end.
Oh, I
And then
say
I just
no,
like
fruits, please.
I suck them through the little
Oh.
hole, like choking a little bit, just to make me feel something. But no, that's like
I think
first
I
of all,
should try that.
first of all, delicious. I get that, and then I get the iced lemon pound cake.
Oh yeah. The lemon loaf.
Yeah. If they
Lemon
ever
loaf.
if they ever got rid of the lemon loaf at Starbucks, I'd stop going.
Yeah.
100% would never go. They'd never have my business. Starbucks, you'd lose a customer.
Dude, no.
It's and then occasionally I will get the double smoked bacon
Gouda?
breakfast sandwich without the cheese. Which, by the way, don't know if you guys know this about Starbucks. I imagine most of you do because you're all basic fucking people who listen to podcasts on a regular basis. They don't make their sandwiches in-house.
No.
They are frozen, prepackaged Sammys showing up to the restaurant.
You thought that those were
No.
freshly made?
No, I knew. I just mean not everybody
Bless
knows
you,
that.
the whole thing. shut
I just mean not everybody knows that. So there are certain sandwiches and certain things you can get that where they can take the cheese off by simply
Simply.
by simply before they put it in the heater, they just open it up, peel the frozen cheese off, close it back up, throw it in the fucking microwave. That's what I do. But if you were to get like the breakfast burrito, which I really, really want, they can't pick the cheese out of that. They'd be sitting there with a pair of tweezers for the next 20 minutes, picking out individual
Why
pieces
don't
of
you
string
just get it with
cheese.
cheese and pretend that it's not in there?
First of all, why are you talking like this?
Well, why do you just not do that?
Pretend that it's not in there? Are you insane?
That's why I was talking like that, because it's an insane comment.
But yeah, so I will occasionally get the double smoked bacon, egg, and bacon and double smoked. It's really good.
Double smoked.
Double smoked. They call it double smoked bacon. Yeah.
It's double smoking.
But that's all I'll get from Starbucks.
Mm.
And then I will always order. The reason I brought this up is because I always want a really large strawberry acai.
Yeah, I always get a venti of those.
Yeah, I will never remember the word venti, so I will always order a grande because that's what's on the menu.
A venti is on the menu also.
Not at the Starbucks I go to.
What are you talking about? Why did you just do it? Why'd you drink it like that? Put the whole
No,
thing in your mouth?
every time I look at a Starbucks menu,
It goes tall, grande, venti.
I'm
Tall,
telling you
grande,
right now.
venti. Yeah.
Listen to me very carefully. First of all, I very rarely go to Starbucks
Okay.
like establishments.
Yeah.
I hope they're not planning on sponsoring the podcast ever because we're not getting a sponsor. I either one, I will go through the drive-through, and in which case I'm typically not the one ordering because I don't order at drive-throughs. Somebody else does the ordering in the car, and I sit back because I'm a little fucking nervous bitch.
You know, you can also
Hold that
say,
thought.
Okay.
Or I will go to a Starbucks in something else, which means it's a smaller version of a Starbucks,
Mhm.
which means their menu is not their full menu.
Gotcha.
So they only put few words on menu.
Few words on menu.
So it does
I
not
have
say,
those.
it does not say, what is that from?
It's a TikTok.
I have had.
I have had
Yeah.
on head. They have few words.
It doesn't say tall grande venti. It says grande and then a bunch of drinks. Or like it says like each drink and then grande price.
Okay,
Grande
I
price,
see what
grande.
you're
I'm like, I
talking
guess I'll get the grande because it's the only size I can remember.
So,
And I know a tall is small, so I'll never order a tall because I don't want less.
so you know you can just say a large, and they're
And
like,
then I'm that
and
fucking,
then they
and they're like
go-
a venti. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, how about I just go fuck myself and you can just pour the drink over my head later.
they will say a
I
venti.
refuse to be that person.
But then you
I will actively avoid establishments if I don't know how to order there.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know that there are any anymore, but I'm sure for a really long time, for a really long time when like Moe's and Chipotle first came out and they became popular. I
Mhm.
say first came out, those restaurants have probably been around since like the 80s,
Yeah.
but just like not big or not in
Yeah.
my area. So when they first came to the area that I lived in, I didn't go to them for a while because it was like very new, like that ordering style of like going down a line and
Oh
saying, I
yeah,
want
being
this,
like
this,
I want
this. The
that.
only thing that did that was Subway, and everybody knew what they wanted from Subway.
Yeah.
$5 foot long that cost $10.
I
How they're
don't
gonna go with
know.
that, I will never understand. But
Meatball sub.
you get a meatball sub?
I used to as a kid.
Ugh.
Now I just hate Subway. Sorry,
Yeah.
Subway.
It's really not. It's gone off the deep end. It's not good anymore.
Mm-mm.
I'll still get it occasionally, like if it's there. It's cheap. But anyways, so like Moe's and Chipotle, I would like never go to because I was like, I don't know, especially Moe's. Like Chipotle is relatively easy. I want a bowl, throw some shit in there, and it'll give it to me. Chipotle or Moe's is like they're the burritos. It's called a Joey bag of donuts or a home wrecker. And I'm like, what's the difference? By the way, no difference.
There's not a difference.
And besides the price, there's no difference. Which
I
is
get the
actually,
home
I think
wrecker.
they got rid of the Joey bag of donuts, which made me really upset because that's what I would always order that because Joey.
Yeah.
Uh,
Haha.
huh.
Ha.
So, yeah, they just now have the home wrecker, which is just burrito.
I get the home wrecker.
Of course you do. I heard the joke the first time. I just,
To reiterate
yeah.
it.
But yeah, no, I will avoid a place if I don't know how to order. And then when I go to eventually go to that place and I do order, whatever I ordered the first time, as long as I liked it, is what I will order for the rest of my life. Because if I have to change my order, forget it. Every time I'm going on a rant now, every time I go to Starbucks, I'm like, maybe I'll try a different coffee. Because the coffee that I've had is always dog shit. I get the caramel macchiato.
Yeah, you can't. So
Terrible.
the caramel macchiato is very hit or miss. I get that too sometimes. You have to like
I
ask
get it
for it.
warm.
Oh,
I don't drink cold coffee because I'm not
base.
a woman.
Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha.
No, the only
You
cold
should
coffee I
try-
drink is the glass bottles of Starbucks coffee that are basically
Yeah.
chocolate milk.
So you should try white chocolate mocha. Hot white chocolate mocha.
I don't like white chocolate.
I don't either,
Okay.
but it's really good. That's my favorite coffee from there.
Well,
Hot coffee.
yeah. So I every time I go, I'm like, maybe I'll try something different. And I stare at the menu and I go, the only thing that I know, like what it tastes like.
This probably I even push it with the
No,
lips.
when I'm like trying to get coffee, I'll go, yeah, can I get like, can I get a caramel macchiato?
Please, I don't know what else.
And they're like, what size? I'm like, grande. I'm like, it's fucking,
And they say hot or ice, you go, hot.
yeah. And I'm like, I'll just be miserable, I guess. I keep trying to like, should I get extra caramel? Can I do that? But then I'm like, it doesn't help.
You have to get like an extra like sugar thing, like an extra pump of
Yeah.
vanilla or some shit like
Yeah, I
that
don't
is what they say.
And that's the other thing is people that like you can just go in there and be like, can I get this with a pump of that and 17 shots of this with a shot of that on top of this with oat milk and shaken, not stirred? And I'm like,
What? Yeah.
I'm like, that's not even on the menu. How am I supposed to order if it's not on the menu?
Correct.
People just make up their own drinks at the Starbucks, and the baristas know how to make it all. They're truly an incredible species.
Yeah.
But I can't order from them.
Mm-mm.
It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
If I like a coffee thing, I actually have like, you have my phone. I'm not going to go through it, but I have like an album, like a photo album of like pictures of coffees that I like,
Like your order?
so I know what to
Yeah.
order if I'm like in the mood for certain things.
One time I was at a Starbucks for like hours on end.
I go to Starbucks for hours.
A friend of mine used to like her and I would meet up at Starbucks and just like sit there and talk about our
Oh,
lives.
gotcha.
And so I ended up going back in and ordering something again. You know, you spend like $50 at a Starbucks. And so there was one time I walked in and I was like, was like, I want to try something. I said this to the guy. I was the only one in the restaurant. Otherwise, I would not have said this. I
Yeah.
said this to the barista. I was like, I want to try something different, but I don't know what. He's like, well, what do you usually get? And I said, I usually get the strawberry acai with lemonade. I was like, I want something kind of like sweet like that, but like, and he made me something and it was fucking delicious. I'm 99% positive. He just made me a strawberry acai.
Lemonade.
I think what actually happened was prior to that moment, I used to get that was back like when if you asked for a refresher with lemonade, they would still make it with water, but just add lemonade.
Yeah.
I think what he did was made it no
Without
water,
water.
just lemonade.
Yeah. that makes
And
sense.
I didn't know that that was an option.
Hmm.
And so I think I recall for like the longest time until just now, I couldn't remember what he had made besides just another strawberry ice with lemonade. I think he had told me this is the same thing, but no water. Just ask for like say with lemonade, but no water next time you order. And I was like, oh, okay. And that's what I don't have to ask for that now because they just know to make it with no water if you ask for lemonade. So yeah.
Starbies.
Yeah.
Starbies.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't even know how we got to where we are.
You're asking me about TSA PreCheck.
Oh yeah, you could get a guy on the
And
a man on the inside to
yeah, to get some Starbies.
get some Starbies for you. But yeah, no, if somebody was crying and really wanted me to wait,
Crying.
I'd consider.
You'd consider possibly.
I-
I'll think about
Yeah,
it.
I'd have to really like because like it also depends on the wait, right? If it's like a 15-minute wait
Yeah.
and like I could go through pre-check and it might save me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll just wait, you know, like
Correct.
but if it's like 45 and I could save 30 minutes going through pre-check, I'm going through pre-check.
Yeah.
I'd be like, call me. I'll stand on the phone with you while I'm in line for Starbucks. It's going to take 45 minutes. Be in line for Starbucks longer than I'm in line for security.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be like, call me if you need anything, but you'll be okay.
Tough love,
Tough.
pal.
Tough cookies.
Tough cookies, but love, pal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I also, okay, this might be stupid of me to say,
It is.
most likely, but I did not know that Starbucks, like internationally, do
Oh, we're back
not
to Starbucks.
take, yeah, sorry, we're back to Starbucks. I've just been thinking about that for forever, but I didn't know that internationally they don't take like payments from the app, like the Starbucks app. Like if you have a Starbucks gift card and you load it onto your app and you like go to scan,
Does everybody do that?
not everybody.
Okay.
No, but I do.
Everybody I've ever met in my life.
You get points for it and you get free Starbucks drinks. So
Yeah.
I recommend it if you drink Starbucks.
I don't
a
have the
decent amount.
Starbucks. Yeah, I don't. I have a Starbucks gift card currently that I will probably hold on to for far too long and never use
Yeah.
until the opportunity presents itself, in which case I will not have brought the Starbucks gift card with me, and then I'll remember it the next time.
Yeah. So
Sorry, continue.
so internationally they don't take payment.
So if you have a gift card on the app, you can't use it.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Correct. I thought
Do they
that was
not have
them
like
too.
tap to pay, touch to pay?
They do. But I don't know. I'm guessing since it's like American dollars on
Oh, it's
It's
not
different.
Starbucks dollars.
I wish it were Starbucks dollars. Like take whatever you need.
But if you had like a free
like, the
drink on the
conversion.
app, would you be able to get that
I
internationally?
don't know.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
the
feel like you
conversion
should
might
be
be
able
weird.
to.
It's like if let's say your gift card had $5 on it,
Yeah.
and that's enough to get one drink here in America, but it's suddenly not enough to get a drink over in London.
London. Yeah.
But yeah.
But we kept trying to like get Starbucks and be like, yeah, can we pay for it with our app? And they're like, no, sorry. You can try, but we
Hmm.
can't.
Interesting. That is weird.
Yeah. That was in my brain a lot of the trip. I was like, why?
Yeah. This other thing I have to talk about came from TikTok again.
Okay. So you've spent a lot of time on TikTok recently.
Yeah, I've done nothing else with my life lately.
That's fair.
It is a clip from another podcast, which I'm absolutely using for our own podcast.
Okay.
And it is, you know Rainn Wilson, the guy from The Office, plays Dwight.
Yeah.
So he was a guest on a podcast and was talking about how when he goes to the bathroom, when he goes pee, 9 out of 10 times after he's done, he will not wash his hands. And I was watching this clip earlier, and I was watching it with Riley, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
I don't want to talk about this on the podcast.
And so now I know that you are a woman, and so the way that you go to the bathroom is different than the way I go to the bathroom. And so you are more inclined to
You should be also inclined to wash your hands.
why? So riddle me this. Why should I be more inclined?
I don't, I don't want to get into
Because
this.
to quote what he said, right? Not to quote exactly, but what Rainn Wilson, our Lord and Savior Rainn Wilson, said on the podcast that he was on, which I wish I could shout out the podcast. I do not remember the name of the podcast he was on. But he said, why, if I've taken my clean hands, unzippered my pants, taken out my clean ween, and
No.
and peed, not peeing all over myself, mind you, just peeing. I put things back where they came from, zip back up. Let's say I'm in a let's say the toilet flushes itself. Let's say it's an automatic toilet. So I'm not touching any surfaces. Am I? I'm not a dirty human being. Like I shower on a daily basis.
So, yeah. Nah. I feel like there's a lot of health factors that can go into
So why?
this.
So why?
I don't know. I'm not educated enough in this to be able to tell
Here's
you
what I would
why
do, right?
it's not.
I would say approximately. I don't know that I'd go 9 out of 10. Do I not wash my hands? Maybe 7 out of 10 trips to the bathroom. Also, mind you, I go to the bathroom probably twice a day because I do not drink enough fluids for me to have to pee on a regular basis.
That's not good for you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But so like, in 5 days, I've gone to the bathroom 10 times. In those 5 days, 7 of those bathroom trips have not resulted in the necessity to.
I'm just thinking about how the other day you told me, you said, as you're wrapping my knee, you said, I just went to the bathroom, I washed my hands.
I did that day.
Okay.
I was at work though. I was doing a lot of other things that made me very grimy. Like if my hands are dirty, I'm gonna wash them.
Yeah.
If I'm at work and I'm like doing a lot of things, I'm touching trucks, I wash my hands far more than if I'm sitting at home
Yeah.
in the comfort of my own home.
Yeah, I think
I'm
that's
touching
different.
my keyboard. I'm touching my bedroom door.
Just you around, I'd say, yeah, sure, don't wash your hands, I guess.
There we go. I knew I'd get you on my side. But... Now, and I'm
I
not saying
think
I'm
I
not saying
wasn't on your side.
I'm not saying every bathroom trip, right? If I'm taking a dump of Rooski,
Oh god.
the hands are getting cleaned thoroughly.
Egg. Oh boy.
Which is why I was also saying for you, you are more inclined to wash your hands.
Yeah.
When there's wiping involved, hands are being washed.
Yeah.
And I'm not wiping anything. I was telling Riley earlier, I go, sometimes I freehand it. Sometimes you don't need your hands.
Stop! Oh my god.
Sometimes there's nothing
Brother.
being touched. And so, I touch my pants every day. I don't wash my hands every time I touch my pants.
Can you see my eyeball twitching?
Your eyeball twitching or
No,
your
my
eyelid? No.
Sorry. Sidetrack, but
But
I don't know.
it's just it's a clean process. And if it's not a clean process,
Then my hands get washed.
trust that I will wash my hands. If I were to pee on my hands at any given point in the bathroom process, my hands would be washed
Okay, Joe.
thoroughly.
I'm so
Never
glad.
once have I peed on my hands as an adult. As a child, I cannot speak to my peeing,
Oh my
but
god. That's a pretty bold statement. Never.
never once as an adult
Okay.
have I peed on my hands.
Yeah.
I
I don't want to know. I'm laughing this hard. I don't want to know.
I've like
No. We'll skip it. We'll skip it.
no, we'll talk about it. This is every guy's done this.
Oh
Every
my
guy has
God.
like gone to the
I'm
bathroom.
so scared.
No, every guy has gone to the bathroom and you're fully, lined up. And then the stream just doesn't quite go as straight as you expected. And you get some, it's tinkle time on your pants. Gets on your boot a little bit at work. Gets on your shin, and you're like, oh well, then you take a wet washcloth, paper towel, wipe that part down. At least I do. I don't know if every guy, I cannot speak for every guy there if they're cleaning off their pants a little bit. You didn't know that about guys? Every single guy, I promise you, in the world has at one point or another peed on their pants while going to the bathroom. Probably on more than one occasion. I'm willing to bet it actually happens to me a lot less than it happens to a lot of people, simply because I go to the bathroom a lot less.
Wow, that's interesting. Interesting facts.
Yeah. And if that were the case, right? Because I'm already like at the sink getting a wet paper towel, and
Then you are washing.
I'm
your
just
hands.
now.
Please do.
And actually,
Do-
then
if you
I'm just
pee on
doing
your
a
leg,
quick,
please.
doing a quick rinse.
No, please.
Hot water,
With
quick rinse.
soap, please.
I'm using a boundary paper towel.
A what?
A boundary.
About oh,
There's a boundary between.
I thought you were trying to say a bounty paper towel.
No.
And I was like, what does that have to do with anything?
But yeah,
It's like,
I've also, I've like, this I've done in a public bathroom.
I'm
To like, I will walk up to the sink and I will start
is it
the faucet.
automatic?
Huh?
Wait,
The automatic faucet. What are you talking?
No,
No, go ahead.
continue.
What were you thinking?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
You finish your story.
Start the faucet, whether I turn it on or whether it's an automatic faucet. And I'll just go, shh. Yeah, that'll do. And then I leave. I grab a paper towel. Grab a paper towel, throw it in the trash.
Yeah. If I am struggling with the automatic sink,
You're not washing?
I said,
You did your due diligence.
I tried.
100%.
I tried. I'm out.
Absolutely. If that automatic sink does not do its job, same thing with automatic soap dispenser. I'm not going across
I'm
3
not-
sinks for that soap.
Sorry, bye.
If I'm in the process of getting water on my hands and I go for the soap and nothing comes out, I'm like, well, I guess this is a soapless kind of day. And I finish the rinse.
No, I think I'll try the one next to me.
I will not.
If that doesn't work, I'm out.
If
I'm
I do
out,
not
bye.
have to move any more than my arm for
Yeah.
soap, then I'll do whatever needs to be done. If
Yeah.
there's one on either side, sure. If I have to
Like, walk
lean
across,
or move
no.
a foot,
No,
no soap.
yeah, but I'll lean across and be like, no, it's not working. Okay, guess we gotta go.
Yeah, and you did your due diligence. You
I
tried.
tried. I did my best. Yeah.
So urine is sterile, just saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm like going to the
No,
bathroom
I
and then
am-
like digging my hands in my
Ugh.
mouth. Jesus.
I hope you're not.
I am not. I can assure you I am not. And again, majority of the time, I'm not touching anything anyways. I am simply unbuttoning, unzipping my pants,
Unzippering.
unzipping,
Unzippering.
unzipping my pants. Clean ween comes out,
Oh, okay.
and then it's
I don't need to know about
we're
your
peeing and then we're done.
clean
My hands
and
are on my
all.
phone, actually. That's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here.
Yeah, can you take my phone off your phone,
I'm
please?
sitting here just
Do-do-do-do-do.
while I'm peeing, and I go, guess I'm done.
Oh God.
I'm on my phone in the bathroom more than I'm using the bathroom.
Yeah, I probably am too. To be so for real.
I mean, I'm sure
But like I won't respond to anybody
if I
if I'm in the bathroom.
if I sat down for every bathroom visit I had, as a woman does,
Yeah.
I would spend so much more time in the bathroom. Because when I go to the bathroom and I am sitting on the toilet, I won't give details, right? I
You're
am
giving details
yeah,
right now.
I am done 5 minutes later. Process is completed within 5 minutes. I'm sitting on my phone
for a solid minute.
just bare ass on toilet bowl for so much longer. So much longer. I know
Yeah.
I've been there for too long when my ass starts getting a little sweaty and I'm slipping around the toilet bowl.
You know, you've been there too long when there's a mark on your ass too.
Do you look at your ass when you get up?
No, but you can feel it. And then
Yeah,
you,
when you're like when you peel yourself off and you're like, oh, my legs are a little numb.
oh God.
Yeah, no, I'm fully, you're like drifting over in my direction a lot. You're fine.
Earthquake over here.
If I'm going to the bathroom, I'm done within a few minutes. But I'm sitting on my phone in the bathroom scrolling through TikTok for the
Yeah.
next. I spend about 20 minutes in the bathroom when I'm pooping. And 5 of that was actually doing the process of going to the bathroom.
This is a lot of TMI that I really didn't
Oh,
want to
shut
know
up.
about you, Joe.
This is not just me. This is every man. We hide in the bathroom.
Oh, I know.
What do you mean? Oh, you know.
I just know.
That I specifically hide in the
No,
bathroom? That
men
men.
do. I believe it 100%.
It's a good hiding spot.
No.
It's an excellent hiding spot.
No, we all know you're doing it. Hiding. Nothing
You don't
else.
all know.
It's a pretty
Sometimes
good
I do
guess.
just get lost in my phone and I'm like, oh fuck, I've been on this toilet now
For
for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Takes
oh,
about that time.
yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Okay. Since the podcast is changing the subject from the toilet talk, fans of Taylor Swift,
her new album comes out tonight.
it does come out tonight, and there is a rumor that she's possibly, I don't believe the rumor. I think there's no way. I think that she would make it its own thing, but there's a rumor that she's also releasing Reputation as well.
I need information
So
because I know nothing of what you just said. You basically just spoke another language.
So Taylor Swift is releasing a new album.
Yeah, we
Right.
love her on the podcast. Big fan of the pod.
Yeah.
She's a friend of the pod.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So she's releasing a new album called the Tortured Poets Department.
That part I know.
And new album, everything's new. It's not like I keep hitting the table and
It's not like songs she's re-releasing and making
Correct. Like she's
a
been
thousand million more dollars.
like she's been doing.
Yeah.
And so Reputation is one of the albums that she has not re-released yet. And everybody's
You keep hitting the desk.
I know I'm trying not to, but I
Scoot back. Well, you keep scooting forward,
Ugh.
scoot back.
okay, well, whatever. Anyways, so there's my knee, gorgeous as ever. So she's not re-released Reputation yet. And
Okay. You're thinking she's gonna do a double drop?
so everybody's thinking that she's gonna do a double drop because she keeps on pulling out like the number 2.
She keeps running out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy. So like apparently whenever she announced that she was dropping a new album, she like held up the number 2.
She didn't
and,
hold
like,
up a peace sign.
I don't know. I'm not in depth.
She was
about
like-
it. No, it was the number 2, I guess. And then in a lot of her like Easter eggs that she hides throughout,
Yeah.
she has a number 2. So like it's 2 o'clock on a clock, and then there's like a peace sign hand statue,
Mm,
and everybody's like, oh, she's releasing
2 albums.
2 albums.
I
And apparently there's also in Target, they are like prepping for the album drop. And I guess there's 2 spots for the album. But I feel like if somebody knew, like if they were setting up for
If
it, like,
somebody knew,
somebody
everybody would
leaked it.
know, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. But the second spot for the album, like in Target, says Serpentine on it. And Reputation's like symbol is a snake. I think everybody is stretching, to be honest, because I think that if she were to release Reputation, she would make it her own, like its own separate special thing,
mhm,
and not with another album.
yeah.
That's my personal
Unless she
opinion.
thinks that this new album won't do well, in which case she's re-releasing an old album.
Now, people are saying that it's related to the album too, because it's like a yin and yang. Like, I don't know the depths of her love life necessarily. I do now, but at the time when she released Reputation, I didn't. Still don't. But they're like saying that her Tortured Poets Department is like her healing question mark. And it's like, I don't know. It's like a yin and yang type thing. And it's like black and white because Torture Poets Department is a white album and Reputation is black. And it's like, I don't know. That's just the rumor that's been happening.
Yeah.
So
That's listen.
we'll find
I've
out
said
tonight.
this before. I will say it again. Taylor Swift, fine artist, right? Very talented.
Amazing.
She does a very good job of making a lot of money from
Mhm.
doing what she does best, which is writing songs and performing.
Correct.
Does a great job at it. What bothers me the most
Oh God.
are her
Fans. Yeah.
There is no other fan base in the world that is as fucking psychotic
Yeah.
as people who are diehard fans of Taylor Swift.
I'm a diehard fan, but I'm at the same time like, how did you fucking come up with all of this?
That's like the theories, the connections, the fucking people will spend more time researching
not
what's
wrong.
coming out than you know what's probably happening. Let me tell you right now. Taylor Swift probably not that smart. Sorry. Come for me. I don't give a fuck. What's happening, right? Her fans are so large, not as individuals, but as a mass of people.
Yeah.
And they come up with these theories that then go viral in the Taylor Swift
Oh yeah.
community. And then Taylor Swift sees them and goes, that's
That's
exactly
good.
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, that's you guys nailed it.
No,
That's
Taylor's
exactly what I'm
actually
doing.
pretty smart. She's a smart woman. She is.
I'm not saying she's dumb.
Well, yeah.
I just mean a lot like the on the nose crazy theories. Probably a little on the nose for
Probably
a
is
reason.
like, wow, that's
Taking
really
some ideas from I don't need to touch that right now. Taking some ideas, it's crooked. From the fans that come up with the ideas.
Yeah.
Which is a genius thing to do. You want to like it's like it's good positive reinforcement. If everybody thinks they got it right because they're fucking detective geniuses,
Yeah.
then they'll continue to do it, which will then continue to give her one, more fans, two, more things like that to do.
Yeah.
It really is. It's very smart. Like just that, doing that alone is a very smart thing.
Yeah. I don't think that she's gonna release Reputation, but
But if she does,
But
the
if she
people that
does,
predicted it are going to be like,
yeah,
I
they're
fucking
gonna be
told
like,
you so. And she
so
goes, I wasn't going to, but everybody
But
thought that I was, so I will.
yeah.
So
That's the rumor. That's the T Swizzle
the-
rumor
yeah.
that's happening right now.
T Swizzle I haven't heard that in a long time.
T Swizzle. Yeah.
Yeah. Her
Super
fans just
pumped
drive me
for her
up a
new
lot.
album though. I'm
Well, you
gonna-
guys heard it here, probably not first, but because this is coming out on Thursday, the 18th, prior to Taylor Swift dropping her new album. Or this is not coming out. This is being recorded.
recording it.
When this
day.
comes out, you will know whether or not Kira was predicting the future.
I call dibs on credit for that. The cat.
But other than that,
T Swizzle.
that's some hot tea swizzle.
Hot T Swizzle.
Hot tea swizzle.
Yep.
I don't know that I have anything else to talk about. I've had a fairly not uneventful, but not eventful that stuff that I want to talk about. Week since we last recorded.
Yeah.
What about you? You're back now, you're back to work.
Yeah. I'm actually leaving again tomorrow.
Where the fuck are you going?
I told you this. I'm going to a bridal shower in Virginia for like 2 days and then I'll be back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not too like crazy. Not a 2-week trip again.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It was only 2 weeks.
it was 16
Felt like you were gone
days.
for a month.
It was 16 days. Yeah.
It was a long 2 weeks.
Yeah. I think it was just because it was hard for us to figure out how
The
we were
recording
doing
was all- yeah.
everything. But we fooled you all and we recorded a bunch of podcasts. So
Don't tell me. What are you doing? You're
well,
outing
I
us like
won
that?
the shirt twice in a row, so it doesn't even matter.
I can't believe you're outing us like that. It would have actually been more believable that that we were recording weeks apart because you wore the same shirt twice in a row. Because like
Yeah, I should have just kept the shirt on.
like 7 days from now, there's a good chance I wear this shirt again.
Yeah.
I only have like 10 shirts that I wear.
Yeah, I only have like 4 t-shirts that I'm like repetitively wearing.
Yeah. Okay, there's a bug on me. Oh Jesus.
Ah.
I felt something crawling
Are you sure it was not just my leg?
on the other side of my
No.
leg. I'm
Ew.
very sure.
Okay.
Pretty sure you did not have your toes wrapped around my calf.
Ew. I have shoes on.
Exactly. That's how I know it was a bug.
Okay, wait, really brief story. Did I tell you about the bachelor group that jumped into the water and climbed onto our boat whenever we were in Mykonos?
I saw the guy who was dressed as a captain.
Captain.
Yeah. He was not a captain.
He was not a captain. He was a very drunk bachelor who was dared to jump into the water and swim over to our boat
Mhm.
because our boat was just a group of girls.
Nice.
And yeah, it was really interesting and really funny. But
What did he do when he got there?
he walked on and he goes, "Hey guys." And then all of his friends were just like on the boat laughing and stuff. It's just like, "Hey, how are you? Where
Did
are
he
you
then
from?"
swim back?
Yeah,
Nice. I mean, it was what, 50, 20 feet? Not even?
it was freezing.
Oh, that was the
That
issue.
was the issue. It was so cold in the water. Like outside, the temperature was really nice. It was just really windy. But other than that, it was like freezing cold
Yeah.
in the water. But yeah.
That was like a solid dive that he did.
Yeah.
It was like a full blown like
he like turned and he like saluted and then he goes and jumped in
Yeah.
and swam to us. And we did not believe that he was like coming over here. We are like, no way. He's gonna like turn around and swim back. Nope. He surely climbed on the boat, went up to the captains and was like, "Hey, like they said that I could come on the boat. Can I come like talk to them?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And he came over and
damn.
and then to make things even better, that same night, Alexis, the same day, later that night, Alexis and
I gathered that.
I
You
was
didn't have
just
to repeat it.
I didn't make sense in my brain, so I
Yeah.
had to repeat it. Alexis and I went out to a bar, and sure enough, in walks the same bachelor group.
No
to the
way.
bar.
Oh my God. What is this? The one bar?
Yeah, it seriously was like the one bar in all of Mykonos. And
Is it the Mykonos or just Mykonos?
Mykonos?
Yeah, is it like
I said it was Mykonos.
okay, I was just
Did you
wondering,
think
is it
I
the?
no, it's
Is
just
it or is
Mykonos.
it Mykonos?
Mykonos.
I
Have I
just
said
asked
the?
that. I was wondering for my
Okay.
own personal
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so it was like the one bar in Mykonos. They came to the bar and they walked in, and I turned to Alexis and I went, "Oh my God, it's the bachelor group." And she goes, "No fucking way." And
Did you get a number?
Yeah, I mean, no. I did though.
Oh, you got a number.
Yeah.
Nice. She didn't get one?
No, she had the opportunity to, but she was done for. She was like, "I'm tired. I don't want to be here."
So you got somebody's number, not the bachelors.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
No.
I'm like, all right, please don't follow through on that homework or comment earlier.
No, 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 no. No, not the bachelors. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not gonna go into further detail on that. But
Where are
I
you from?
the UK.
Oh,
They were all from the UK.
okay.
Yeah.
So nice to be like living in that area and you can like go on trips to
Mykonos
Yeah.
for your bachelor trip.
ridiculous.
Bruh.
If I wanted to plan a trip to Mykonos for my bachelor, no, I don't have a bachelor trip coming up. If I wanted to do that, it would cost
It
me
costs hundreds of dollars.
hundreds, thousands. Are you
Thousands.
insane?
Thousands.
It would cost $100.
Only $100.
It cost them $100 to do it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That was super cheap to fly from like London to Mykonos.
Yeah, because flying there, like once you're there, like flying from country to country, is like flying from
Super
state
cheap.
to state here.
No, it's even
Cheaper?
cheaper.
Yeah.
It was like 30, 40 pounds to fly from.
That means nothing to me.
It's like
You
30,
bought
40
30 or 40 pounds? Yeah, that's average
30,
luggage.
40 dollars.
A pound is $1?
A little bit less, but like, yeah, about that.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was pretty fun. Good time.
cool.
Danced to Mamma Mia in the bar.
Of course you did.
Yeah. That's my fun Europe
Mykonos.
story.
Mykonos. Is that how it's spelled? M-Y.
Konos.
Mykonos.
Mykonos.
Well, let's do some trivia.
No thing.
Lori didn't get free tickets. What was that?
Free tickets for what?
You look like Universal.
Trivia. Share that screen, brother. What's up, brother? Sorry,
I hate that you never say that correctly.
I know. I
Anyways, pick a number.
know. Allstate.
Allstate. Oh, thank you, Allstate.
17.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17. What name is given to rain with particularly low pH?
What?
fact that I already know this is hilarious.
Okay, Mr. Science Man.
Don't say it
Water.
out loud yet.
Sorry.
You did not just say water, by the way.
I joke. I joke.
This is okay. Whoops.
So it's not water. No.
No, it is not water. I am locked in with my answer. Do you have a guess?
Particularly low.
Particularly low
Particularly
pH.
low pH. Well, like, isn't it if
Go ahead,
it's
try.
lower on the pH scale, it's like basic or something? I don't know. I give up. I don't have a
Okay,
guess.
if that's the direction you're going, that lower is basic, then what would you call
No, it's higher is basic.
the rainwater if higher is basic?
Fuck.
But if it's a low pH.
It's water. I don't know.
All rain is water. No matter the pH, all rain is water.
Acid. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Well, you have to say something.
Joe, I don't know. Water.
Kill you. Especially because you almost actually had it. It is
Oh.
acid rain. Yeah. Wait, so you were like, lower is basic, and then I said it, you were like, no, higher is basic. I'm like, okay, you're getting there, and then you're like, acid, and I'm like, just say the last word. I almost wanted to say acid what, but I didn't want to give it to you.
You should have. I was so close. I was gonna say acid rain, and then I was like, no fucking way is it acid rain.
It's true. 3, 4, 6, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the end of it. So Alexis got last week. So this is
This is
week 2. And I'm at 2 points. Just so you're aware.
thank you. Thank you for that. How do I stop screen sharing?
You click stop share right there, the button that's
It's working on it.
stop share.
It's-
Anyways, Kira, where can before we end, any last things to talk about?
No.
Okay, where can the people find you?
Kira.loveday on Instagram, Disney with Kira on Instagram, and that's all I got.
Very nice. You can follow me on my photography Instagram, Sharky_photography. My regular Instagram is Secret Agent Sharky, and my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@JoeSharky7.
Eat of the week.
Thank you. Did you not say yours?
No.
Oh.
You just went for it. I was like, okay.
You just stopped talking, so I assumed it was me. Go ahead. What's your of the week?
Freaking euros, or however you pronounce it. Gyros.
Gyros.
Euros.
I think it is a euro.
It's euros.
Spell it like how it's fucking pronounced then. For the
Yeah.
love of fuck. I know that I'm saying that as a stupid American, but if you're gonna spell it GY, I'm gonna say Jai.
Or euros.
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 Anyways, if
they
you had a euro, what kind? Like a classic Greek.
I had all of them. I think
You
we
had all of the
consistently
euros?
lived on euros for all of Greece, which was like 4, 6.
I think that's how all of Greece
4 to
lives.
6 days. But they were so cheap. It was like $4 for a freaking euro.
Yeah,
And
it's
they're
like getting
massive.
a taco here.
No, they're massive.
I know. I'm not saying the size.
It's good.
Saying it's like getting a taco here is the same as getting a euro in Greece.
Kind of, yeah.
They're everywhere. They're cheap.
But they're very good. I had pork, I had chicken. That's about
What was
it.
your favorite?
I liked the pork ones better.
I love chicken. The chicken gyro.
The chicken ones were really good, but I personally like the pork
A little bit of feta on there.
pork ones better. Yeah, a little feta on it. So good. They also put French fries in theirs, which I did not know about.
Interesting.
Which is so
I can get on
good.
board with that.
It was so good.
Love me some French fries.
But yeah, that was my eat of the week.
That's a
I
good one.
am obsessed with them, especially from Greece because they were just that much better.
Very nice. My eat of the week is probably from last Thursday, after rowing, which did not go well. I should actually tell that quick story. Last week we went to we've been doing this rowing thing. It's been like a recreational thing through work. And practices are Thursday mornings at 6:15 in the morning. And so we got a whole group together last week. We all went to where we have to do it. And we get there and there's not enough of us. So we get there at 6. I think it was like 6:30 is what time we actually like signed in. We might have been a little early. So let's say 6:15. We get there, sign in. We're all like, there's only 6 of us. Is that going to be enough? The 2 people who are in charge of steering our boat were not there, and a couple other people were not able to show up. And so there were 6 of us there. We get down and they go, "Oh, 6, you're gonna have a fun time out on the water." And we're like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be tough." And then they were like, "Okay, where are your steers?" We go, "Not here." And they go, "Give us a second." And we're thinking, okay, they're gonna like have people because it's just a practice, right?
Yeah.
Before the like qualifying rounds. They're gonna like have some of the people that are volunteering for it be the steers for us. And they'll just hop in the boat. And um so at least that's what I was thinking. Well, they bring over this guy, and he goes, "So your steers aren't here. There's only 6 of you." And we go, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, unfortunately, you guys aren't gonna be able to get on the water today." And we're like, "Huh?" He goes, "So it has to be a minimum of 8 people." And we're like, "Are you fucking?" So we woke up at 5 a.m., drove 15 minutes. It was a little bit chilly to get on a stupid fucking canoe and go rowing around a river, only to be told, "Hey, sorry, you
Yeah,
can't."
can't.
So I was, and so was everybody else. But
Damn.
long story short, we did do it this week. This morning we went and did the same thing, and there were enough of us. There were 9 of us this time, and my arms afterwards were on fire. I've worked muscles, didn't even know I had
For rowing.
for rowing.
You just row.
You think that
I
until you're
used to-
trying to get the best time, and then suddenly you're rowing like your life depends on it, and your
You know, I
arms.
used to like work for a kayak company.
You used to work for it. Didn't you tell the story when I was talking about Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
Maybe.
You used to work for a kayak company?
Yeah, like I
Okay,
would
so
like
did you row a
lifeguard.
lot?
Yeah.
Right, but like rowing in a kayak
Yeah.
like
it's
this,
both sides.
a lot easier
Really?
than being on one side of a canoe and you're plunging your paddle into the water.
Thank you for the demonstration.
Yeah. And the pedals are like that, that like polished wood. So they're already like very smooth. Not that I
Yeah.
want them to be rough. I don't want fucking splinters. I almost said the word that I say for splinters, which is not the same.
What do you say
I
for
say slivers because you get a little sliver of wood and you shut the fuck up. And so also let me the fuck back in here. So it's like slippery wood already, and then the little bit of water that gets on it during the process. My hands are like I was like jerking off this fucking oar.
Oh,
Either way,
God.
so I was like, my everything hurts.
Your arms hurt.
Not anymore, but
Yeah.
I was in pain yesterday or this morning. It felt like yesterday. But so last week, my 8 of the week, after we got turned away at 6 o'clock in the morning,
Oh God.
we walked our sorry asses back to the bus, got back to our cars, and we went to what's that? What's the name of that restaurant? No, it's a breakfast restaurant.
Next to
No,
Kiki's.
no, but like you're on the
First
right
Watch.
First Watch, thank you. Jesus Christ.
I had to go through everything. I'm like,
First we went to First Watch and I got an omelet with sausage, bacon, and ham. No cheese.
sounds awful.
It was delicious. And I got a side of bacon with it. Oh, no. I love bacon. And I love omelets too. The First Watch omelets. And I did get an iced coffee because First Watch's iced coffee is the best iced coffee I've ever had in my entire life. I don't know if you've ever had it.
I have.
You don't like it? You're insane.
It tastes watered down and disgusting.
Well, because of the ice.
And you think Starbucks has bad iced coffee?
I've never had their iced coffee because I don't drink iced coffee besides in First Watch. The only coffee with ice in it that I will get and have ever gotten has been from First
I'm gonna
Watch.
like go get you Starbucks one time and it's just gonna be an iced coffee and be like, here, try
Please
this.
don't.
It's the best thing ever.
Please don't do
I
that,
will.
because I don't like
If
iced
you don't,
coffee.
if you don't like
I don't
it, I'll drink
I
it.
also don't like pasta, but at Olive Garden I get their chicken Alfredo. So
It's like Olive Garden for coffee.
no.
Yes.
So anyways, so that was my eat of the week was the omelet, the bacon, and the iced coffee from First Watch. 10 out of 10 would recommend. If you haven't tried it, you need to. You just said you did. I stopped listening to you because you were not agreeing with me. As
Lovely.
for the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter at CSG Pod, that is CSG POD. Follow us on TikTok at the Shuffle Podcast, where we upload our clips. You can also follow us on Instagram at the Shuffle_podcast, where we upload our reels there as well. And then subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at the Shuffle Podcast. I do want to give a quick little mention if anybody's made it this far into the podcast. I was looking at some of our stats from our recent episodes, and it looks as though that most of our viewers are unsubscribed. So if you're watching this
How
episode
dare you?
and you've made it this far, or you're watching a previous episode and now you're watching this one, go ahead and click the little subscribe button on YouTube specifically. So that way we can become famous one day. No, but it really does mean a lot. Like just last year at this time, we had significantly less subscribers. So that number of unsubscribed versus subscribed has started to even out a little bit more. So we appreciate those of you that are subscribed. I think that's all I've got. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.